Hey everybody, I'm Dicel, and this is Dicel's Garage. I hope everybody's having a super fantastic day today. Okay, so we're back on the Hellcat, and as you may or may not know, I have been debadging the entire car. So I have changed from the silver logos to the Brembo Brake Red, Brembo Red, Brembo Red. I've gone to Brembo Red and Brass Monkey, which is kind of a copperish, brownish color, which the wheels, they're meant to go with the wheels. Anyway, so the great people at American Brothers Designs, they went above and beyond, okay? Because one of the logos, the one on the front of the car, apparently it was chipped or hit by a rock off the road, and it knocked some of the teeth out of the Hellcat. Well, you can't really drive around with a logo like that. So I ended up putting the silver logo back on and waited for this to show up. Now, one of the things that they ask you to do is they ask you to ship the old one back before they ship the new one back. So this has been a little bit of a wait, but it's more my fault than theirs because I didn't know that you had to ship it back first. Anyway, so they responded to me very quickly, and again, they have very high quality products, and I'm very happy with them. So today we're going to put this logo on the front of the car, and then it'll be complete as far as badging goes. Now, I did take Charger off the rear, which some people may or may not like that, but I couldn't find Charger in Brass Monkey, so I went with just taking it off completely. I did find the Dodge though in Brass Monkey, put that on. So everything is either Brembo Brake Red, I don't know why I can't say that, Brembo Red or Brass Monkey. No more silver. So we're going to finish that up today. Now, not only are we going to do that today, but we're also going to put on finally the rear diffuser. I went through ZL1 add-ons. First of all, I'm going to take you around the car and show you the logos. Okay, so as you can see, the Dodge is now in Brass Monkey, kind of a copper color. Charger's completely gone. The rear logo is SRT with the cat, and that's Brembo Red with the inlays, Brembo Red, and then Brass Monkey on that. Coming around to the wheels, of course, you know those. And then we went with the Brembo Red cat, which is a little bit bigger than the one that was on there. Sorry, it's a little dirty. And as I told you, we had to put the silver back on the front, which we're going to swap that out today with the one I got in the mail, because we had to send the other one back. And coming around to the other side of the car, this is another red cat that we put out, and that kind of completes the ensemble for the emblems. Okay, so let's rip this bad boy open and see what we got. Here's how it gets wrapped, and it says RMA color NTS. Mopar official licensed product. There, how about that? Can you see that? We're official, baby. Yes, please. Okay, so we want to do a little work on the Hellcat, kind of under a covered area. So we're gonna move the Shelby out of the way. cool. Feels like the construction's good. Feels like I guess a hard plastic connected to metal with, we got screws here. Boom, 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 boom. Screws here. There's holes here, 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 there, and there. Yeah, looks good. It's like a quality piece. Now let's go here and see what else is in the box. What we got here? Yep, there's some stuff in here. These are, oh damn, forgot. I ordered some specific lift pads for the Hellcat so that I could jack it up in the right place. Because how many times have you jacked something up, a car, in the wrong spot, and you know, the frame, it's not really the frame rails, but it's the outer frame rails, you bent them all up and it makes it just look terrible. I had a Miata I did that with. Just wanted to kick my own self in the ass for that. Oh shit. So guys, I don't even remember this. I ordered wheel spacers for that car. Yep. I've been looking for them and they were here the whole time. Isn't that funny? So here are the jack pads from ZL1 Add-ons. And so jack pads, order them for your specific car. In other words, I ordered some for the Shelby, I ordered some for my wife's Camaro RS, and now I have some for the Hellcat. I did the wheel spacers because I do plan on doing wider wheels. In fact, I saw a guy the other day on my street with a black Hellcat, and he had 305s on there, and I asked him, I said, do you have wheel spacers on there or shims on them? He said no. Anyway, we're gonna try this to make the back end a little fatter. And then these should be, this is all of our hardware for the splitter. So let's get to that. Okay, so I want to show you guys what I bought that I forgot about. So these are lift pads that go under the car so we can lift it up. And I bought those to jack the car up. Whoops, jack the car up and take the wheels off, which I haven't done on this particular car because I want to put these wheel spacers on. So I haven't bought the, oh, they're 5mm too, look at that. So I haven't bought the wide wheels yet because I'm just afraid they're not going to match the front because I want them to match exactly. So we're also going to jack the car up, put it on stands, take the wheels off, and put these spacers on there. So let's take a look at the before shot of the car before I do anything to it. Okay, so here's a shot of the car. You can see where the tire is kind of tucked in under there. So we'll have 5mm out from where it is now. You can kind of see that. Still looks good, but it needs to come out a little bit. The tire should not be sunk in that much, in my opinion. And then also, here's our stock splitter with the 5-inch tips that have been powder coated brass monkey. And we'll get a shot of the other side too. Again, the tires are in just a little bit. So, yeah, we're gonna try to get those out a little bit. So anyway, before shot. So I want to show you guys these spacers. So this is a 5mm spacer. This came with the package, you know, the stuff I ordered. So I took the rear wheel off and popped this guy on there, and then we'll put the tire back on. See how it looks. show you what the kind of what the spacer looks like in there. So as you can see, I'll focus carefully. It's this sandwiched thing in there. Now I did use the Thunder gun to put the nuts on, but I'm going to torque them properly by hand. I'm not going to use the Thunder gun to crank those things down. Another thing I want to show you over here is the lift point that I added on there, which was an additional thingy. Well, you can't see it because the jack's actually on it, but it sandwiches right here and it stays there. It's supposed to be permanently. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it on or not. I'll show you when the car's down. Alright guys, well here's what the lift point looks like. Now it's supposed to be, again, sandwiched up here. There's two little bolts that screw in from the back side with an Allen wrench, and they're supposed to sandwich it on there. Again, I think I'm going to just pull this off. I think I'll just use them when I'm jacking the car up and take them off elsewhere, because I don't want them falling off. By the way, the torque specifications for the lug nuts for a 2016 Hellcat is 111 foot-pounds. So look at that, guys. Freaking screw in my tire right there. You can see it? So I guess there's a reason to go ahead and get the 305. So damn, that sucks. Hate that. Probably could get that plugged, but okay. So after a trip to Mavis to see Mr. Preacher and Mr. Anthony, they patched or plugged my hole for me. So we're back in business. So we're gonna get this tire back on. We're gonna get the spacer going here. And we're gonna get this buttoned up so we can move to the next thing. This wasn't even supposed to be part of what we were doing. So let's get it going. Guys, well, we got two holes here. One is here and then one was over here. Now they say that you can either have threaded or unthreaded holes there. Luckily mine are threaded, so I bought both types of studs for the rear support for the diffuser. So all I have to do is screw them in, and then what you do is you back off this, because this is actually where the diffuser goes. So tighten it all the way down, take this off, and then we'll have the mount, the rear mount for our diffuser. Okay, so we've got our studs on there. We've got the 4 screws out. By the way, these under here are 6 millimeter, and there's 4 of them. Now in the kit, I actually got 2 long ones, so I'm assuming they want me to use the old ones for the middle ones because they're not as countersink as bad as the outer ones. So I'm gonna put the longer ones on the outer ones and the shorter ones on the inside. And then of course I'll use this supplied equipment down there. Now there were 2 other nuts and bolts where I'm not 100% sure where they go. I don't really see where they would go, but we'll figure it out. So let me see. Spin it a little bit. It's probably gonna be difficult with one person, but you know, that's the way I roll. took out that guy there. Oh, by the way, I gotta have a conversation with my powder coater. Yeah, we're gonna have words. So there's one there. There's two there, which is fine. There's two there. And then there's a fourth one over here, okay? But there's a hole right here, right there. That goes nowhere. So it's a little bit of a mystery. Yep. All right, so let's get our 7/16 to tighten these up. So there's the original back in there. There's our new one. There's our new one. And then empty. And then our original ones back in again. There's our two bolts over here. Thank goodness they were threaded. And again, it looks really sturdy. So let's get out and take a look, see what it looks like. Yep. Splitter on it. It'll take a little bit of getting used to, you know? That's the way it's supposed to look. They say it's functional too. I really usually drive 200 miles an hour, so I don't think it'll be an issue for me. So, yeah, so there's the splitter on there. Hey everybody, so we ran out of light last night, so day 2. So we got the splitter on last night, looks pretty good. I haven't had a chance to look at it in the daylight, so I actually want to pull it out of the garage and pull it out in the sun and see what it looks like. And we've got one more thing to do, and that is to change the front logo. So the Hellcat got to spend the night in the garage, in Dysel's garage last night. But this is basically the SRT logo that I had to put back on while the other one was shipping it to me. And I will say this, I wasn't gonna divulge this, but yesterday I had to go get some glue because if you look real closely, that was actually cracked in shipping. So I went and got some hopefully really strong glue and glued it back together. There are some glue stains there, but I think once it's on the car, you won't be able to see it. Maybe I can clean it off a little bit. But anyway, we're gonna put this one where that one is, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Shelby is a little mad, you know, they're making faces at each other. He's like, get out of my garage. And then Hellcat is like, this is my garage now, sucker. You see their faces at each other. I know, it's so stupid. All right, so here we go. So we got it on there. Still can see that little crack right there. I think it's gonna be okay. Just gonna leave it like that. So what y'all think about that? Yeah, that pops a lot more than that silver, that's for damn sure. I like it. All right, so the next thing we need to do is pull it out and look at that rear splitter, see how it looks all together. And here it is, guys. Kind of the finished product for this. So you see our splitter on the bottom, looks really, really good. We got the 5-inch tips on the bottom. We got the wicker bill We got the logo from American Brother Designs. We got those awesome brass monkey wheels, the Brembo brakes. Oh, and the wheel spacers. Remember, don't forget about the wheel spacers. So we got a 5mm wheel spacer on there now too. Coming around to the front. So now we've got the SRT with the cat on there. Hopefully the cat doesn't fall off. Just kidding. We do have to take care of that little piece down there. I'm gonna have to get a body guy to repaint that for me. Thinking about redoing the grills. What do you guys think about that? I really don't like the honeycomb plastic grill like that. I'm sure there's some aftermarket stuff I could get, but I'm just not sure. I did replace all that on the Shelby, and I'm really happy with what's in there. But yeah, this meaned up the car quite a bit. So I think it all was worth it. So let me know what you guys think. What else could I do to it? I don't really want to get into redoing the lights because I just don't want to. I think I like the lights the way they are. Anyway, so yeah, looks great, doesn't it? What do you think about that? Yes, please. Yeah, anyway, so I think we're gonna call this one done. We got what we wanted done to the Hellcat, got all the parts and pieces on there. I'm gonna go see my powder coating guy and have a conversation about that, but from the most part, from the outside, you really can't tell. Yeah, she's looking really, really good. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, so you guys, you know, tell me what you think about what I'm doing. What else can I do to it? Anyway, so thank you so much for supporting my channel, for subscribing, for watching me do all my madness, and I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell. So thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.